Good morning, humans. It is Thursday, July 11th, 11:22 a.m. and about 21 degrees Celsius. I'm here, where else but near Yonge and Dundas. Clement is here, Marge, Neville 6000, Simon Kitty, Vivian Johnson, Trana, Gertes, Sheena, Hunden 008, Marie Wiseman, and everyone else, thank you for joining in. Jennifer Mason says we were there later that evening at Shake Shack. Later, a previous day, I assume. There I am, barely awake. I literally crawled out of bed, and here we are. So it's one of those mornings where I skip posting a video. I don't know if I'm going to go live again in this city for a while. So this might be it for a while. If I do go live again, it'll probably be tomorrow night. I've got plans tonight and I'm quite busy all throughout the weekend. I don't really have a plan for this. Clement, $10 for beer later, no LCBO. Sniff, sniff. Thank you, Clement, so much for the $10. Sorry that France bowed out of the Euros. Sounding a little preachy around here. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Believe it or not, this is my first live stream this week. Normally I stream 3-4 times a week. I've been slacking off. But I do apologize, I've been super duper busy. And it's going to stay that way for a while. Let's go see the preacher and get converted. Yeah, I don't think anyone in the history of time has ever changed their life because they walked by some nut job on a megaphone standing on a street corner. At least not in a positive direction. There's little Canada. I just kind of randomly started walking this way. Maybe we'll go down Victoria Street. Jelly Bean is here. They've got the square closed off for something. Looks like they're setting up for an event, probably tomorrow. That is, of course, Dundas Square on the right. Where I started was Yonge and Dundas, right across from the Eaton Centre. But they've got Dundas Square all fenced off here. They're setting something up in there. It's too early for Starbucks Jelly Bean. I'll have to pee as soon as the stream gets going. These guys are just pulling a tree. All right. I have no idea what they're doing in there. Greetings. Jeanette is here. Hope you've recovered well from the hurricane that blew through Houston. We'll get another look at what's going on in here. Would you drink from this water fountain? It works. Well, they've got the fountains turned off in the square. Maybe Rib Fest? It looks like they're setting up, those look like food trucks to me. You can go to ydsquare.ca/calendar. Greetings, Edward Fitzpatrick. John Barrientos says, yes, Ribfest. That makes sense. I've always liked Victoria Street. It's got kind of an NYC vibe to it, albeit one with streetcar tracks. The Jazz Bistro and Senator over on the right. Left. Emily says, hello from Indonesia. Hello. There's the Twilight Cafe. That's like a board game cafe. Not yet open. On the right is the backside of the Ed Mirvish Theater. At St. Michael's Hospital on the left. Greetings, Jacques and everyone else. Just a friendly reminder to like and subscribe, or do the opposite. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when I go live next, which might not be for a while. This is Shooter Street, so Massey Hall is just on the right. And Gordon Lightfoot played the first show there after they reopened after a massive renovation. It also coincided with the end of COVID. Icy Remy, 69 Thai baht. You'll be sending your kid to UFT all the way from Thailand. Thank you so much, Icy Remy, for the 69 Thai baht. I believe you mentioned your hotel in a previous live stream, and it sounds like a pretty damn good one. Victoria Street is noisy this morning. A lot of construction sounds. Jellybean says Dr. Pepper today. I saw someone wearing this exact shirt on the subway a few days ago, and I thought, I haven't worn mine in a while. That, and I may not have done laundry for a long time. Greetings, Sienna. There's the stage door for the Elgin and Winter Garden. They are stacked theaters. They're quite beautiful inside. Oh, Dixon, sorry to hear that. I hope she pulls through. And we are at Queen Street East, which is a construction zone between here and Bay Street. They're tunneling for a subway line. Jennifer Gala, good morning. Your AirPods Max broke this morning. Are those over-the-ear ones with the weirdest carrying case of all time that looks like a bra? Feels like I missed a light cycle. I got honked at for standing on the sidewalk. That was cool. I guess that truck had to take that much tighter, take that turn much tighter. I'm not awake. I was standing with my toes right on the edge of that yellow thing. I don't know, that counts as standing safely on the sidewalk, doesn't it? Well, good luck to your new AirPods Max, Jennifer. Alright. Victoria Street is giving me a headache. Let's walk along Richmond. I see more construction to the south of there. I should have shook my fist at him. I don't know, it's tough making a tight turn with the truck. I guess he was close enough to the sidewalk that he thought this dumb pedestrian better get out of the way just in case. So we are going west on Richmond Street East. Maybe we'll stick to Richmond for a while. I haven't walked this way in ages. And you guys have seen plenty of Yonge Street. Jellybean asking if I had coffee and breakfast. I had a smoothie. That is it. And I need to get to Little Italy. So I might end this stream around there. There's an item I need to pick up. There's a 501 Queen. You used to have a pretty awesome view. Scotia Plaza from around here, but that is gone. Oh, but I see something. Something has pulled me off course. Daniel says, what am I picking up in Little Italy? If we get there at the end of the stream, it'll be pretty obvious. we have found this thing. I've seen this on Richmond Street. I've seen it on King. And most recently, it was just south of here on Front Street. Maybe I'll put the camera down for a second. Okay, so that thing makes for a terrible selfie. It's really cool how vibrant the colors this thing kicks off, or when the light hits it in person. I don't know if the camera is doing that justice. I wonder if they keep security in front of it at night. Ali. I don't know how to pronounce the last part. 7 Hussein? 7.99 SAR. Ali, thank you so much for the $7.99. Much appreciated. Hope you're having an excellent Thursday. It's sort of Frank Stella meets Jeff Koons. I'll pretend I know who those people are. All right, and now we're on Adelaide Street, I guess. But for the longest time, this stretch of Adelaide Street was a bit of a war zone. They were moving the bike lanes over. And it still is on the other side of Bay Street, but at least east of Bay, it's all cleaned up. Sheena loves the iridescent colors on the bubbles. I'll pretend I know what that means. No one watches this channel for a vocabulary lesson. Or maybe they do, but we'll put that one in the advanced class. Should we go back up to Richmond Street? Adelaide is all under construction straight ahead. That's a theme of this walk. Tana says maybe they'll make a Starbucks on Mars. It all costs us nearly 12% of viewers tune in for the vocabulary. Yeah, we're gonna skip the giant face sculpture on Adelaide. I remember I was live streaming like a day after that went up. And yesterday I was recording a video and a very well-known piece of art was missing in the city, or collection of art. I don't know if it's been like that for a while, but you can see that in a future video. Evoke ASMR. British pound. Thank you so much. 0.99, would we say pence? Shilling? I don't know the lingo, but thank you, Evoke. There's Old City Hall straight ahead. That clock tower sits higher than, and the bell, than Big Ben. I guess Big Ben is just a bell. The actual tower is the Elizabeth Tower. But you see pictures of London and it looks absolutely huge. Yet this thing is taller than it. Scale is everything. Evoke says pence is fine. D Boutique 617 is here. Greetings. Lots of package delivery going on.
Okay, so yes, I can definitely.
So on Tuesday afternoon, I did something I have never done before. Oh, look at that. I went up the CN Tower and I ate at the revolving restaurant. Something you hear people say only tourists do that. That the food isn't good. That it's a waste of money. Well, if you want to know what my experience was like and what my thoughts on it are, that'll be in an upcoming video. Here's my old workplace. I used to look out the window facing this way. That's one of the reasons I haven't been to the CN Tower in so long. I went there Tuesday. Vertej says, how was it? You'll have to pay attention or wait for the video, but I will say the lineup to get in was enormous. And then once you get inside, there's another enormous line for the elevators. And yet when you go to the restaurant, you skip all of that and then you go into an elevator straight to the restaurant. So to me, as someone who despises lining up, it's worth it alone just to skip all that riffraff. There's someone biking the wrong way on Richmond Street. That's smart. That looks like they're setting up a patio out here. Jeanette enjoyed her time at the CN Tower restaurant and observation deck. Well, a little hint, so did I. Good morning, JPS. Steve Edwards despises lighting up too. Yeah, the comments on that video. Yeah, there's where shops used to be. Where I saw everyone lining up for the Mandarin on Canada Day were hilarious. Like 8 out of 10 comments were people saying they would never line up for food. Steven says bikers do not pay attention to one-way streets. It's really an enforcement issue. You could say it's a design issue, but what more notice do you need than a one-way street? Like, there are plenty of cues that you should not be riding your bike going in the opposite direction. Morning, Rob. Walk into Chef's Hall. I don't know what or where that is, but we're at York Street. These streetcar tracks are going to be used to connect to Richmond and to Adelaide. As the Queen streetcar will be diverted along those two streets. I think that was supposed to be in effect already. But it'll be nice to get a streetcar running continuously back instead of 1,000,001 replacement buses. Jeanette won't wait in a line over an hour for food. There's a Thai restaurant called Cowson Road. That is maybe the only restaurant I wouldn't mind waiting for food at. And the reason for that is they have an upstairs bar. And you can just wait in the bar and buy a drink. And then when your table's ready, you can bring your drink down to your table. That is the way to do it. You might say maybe you wouldn't have to wait if they just used that bar space and had more restaurant space there. But I quite like their setup, and the food is really good. We're actually not too far from there. We're at University Avenue. Will I be streaming from the Little Jamaica Festival this weekend? No, I will not. I would like to, but I don't think I'll even have any more streams from Toronto for a while. If I do, I might squeeze one in tomorrow, but Saturday is going to be a non-starter. I didn't make it across the two-phase crossing. Greetings, Dahlia. The Chili Pizza's too many festivals. I would say too many festivals that aren't unique. Like Salsa on St. Clair was definitely in that unique category. Devin says the only thing I've waited more than an hour to get into was a music festival. Yeah. I waited almost an hour to go to Shake Shack with Henry, but that was a work-related thing, we could call it. Dim sum ain't a festival, but it should be. I don't know, every time I go to a dim sum restaurant, I always order just a regular entree. I never go for like that tapas style. D Boutique. upgraded their membership to a gold tier. Thank you so much for upgrading your channel membership. On that note, I finally updated the end screen credits. I do that about every 2 weeks or so. So if you've recently joined or changed your membership status on Patreon or YouTube, that'll be reflected in videos starting next week, I would say. We are at Simcoe Street. They've pulled off the facade of this building and dragged it into the middle of the street. And they're just gonna stick that back onto the new building that goes up. That's how we preserve our history in Toronto. So we are going west on the north side of Richmond. Keep my friends safe. Should we head over to Graffiti Alley? I saw some people mentioning graffiti in the chat, kind of heading in that direction. And we're at Duncan Street. Easy on the 5th is now Rendezvous. Alright, so we will arrive at Graffiti Alley in exactly 30 minutes out of spite. Sorry, I just have to put my camera down for a second. It's kind of sitting precariously. Jelly Bean Mrs. Whiskey Saigon. This whole area was Club Central. This very colorful space here will be a public park in a few years. I hope they keep the collective arts artwork. It's quite neat from an aerial view. That's the old Chum building on the right. Jelly Beans has some Queen Street vibes coming up. Well, Queen Street is parallel to Richmond Street, so those vibes will have to carry on over to here. Espero, that is neat, and it's sad to see the Phoenix is closing, or at least its current location. Scotia Bank Theater that opened up as the Paramount. People lining up for that place. The last movie I saw in that theater was the new Avatar. You prefer Scotia IMAX over Yonge and Dundas? Well, this was built by famous players. Yonge and Dundas was actually built by AMC. Famous players always had the better theaters. Cineplex built the worst theaters. It kind of sucks that they're the ones that ended up taking over. Yeah, I think that... When was the last time I saw a movie in theaters? I can't even remember. Barbie? That might have been it. And I was gifted that ticket. Elliot saw the movie Mad Max. Well, now that I've got a subwoofer that'll get me evicted if I turn it up, and pretty good Atmos sound, and an OLED TV, I don't know. I kind of prefer watching movies at home, even experience-wise. We're at Peter Street. There used to be a bunch of clubs just down here. One called the Boulevard Room. There's one on the right called Levels. The first ever Burrito Boys was just over there on the right. The OG Sugar Mountain, I remember going to that. Who remembers the Cyberland Cafe on Yonge Street? I had a membership there. It's like 1998.
I did actually. But I was so
All right, we're heading to Graffiti Alley. I guess I got there. I'll be getting there within 30 minutes. Plush Mickey watches movies at home now. You didn't hear it from me, but there's an app called Streamio that if you can get it on your smart TV, you might find some content there. Hook it up with an RD account, Real Debris. Well, I'm feeling some raindrops, and stupid me has a backpack, but no umbrella. This is where my hairdresser, the last one who cut my hair, used to work. She transferred from this one up to Midtown. There's a meat crayon ripping along Richmond. Pretty sure they just ran a red light too. But when enforcement doesn't exist, you can do things like that. We should go to Alouette for lunch. It's right around the corner from here. We're at Spadina. There's a look south. Yeah, I remember a few weeks ago, this is where I got my reusable Starbucks cup. Thank you, Jelly Bean. That's now my bedtime sippy cup. It's got a lid on it, so if I ever knock it over in bed, it won't spill all over the power bar I have set up. So just up ahead is Queen and Spadina. Oh no! We cannot enter Graffiti Alley here. We're gonna have to head up to Queen Street. Or we could go to Richmond and head over a few blocks. we are on Queen West. That was on the stretch of Queen West last night. I went to the waterworks. I ran into a viewer there. Could that truck possibly be any more visible? I kind of like it. Patties side. Oop. So I'll make a left just up ahead here and we'll head down into Graffiti Alley. That truck sparkles. I think that's kind of the point. It's saying, look at me. Midori ramen. Salads are $2. Nothing like a live stream on my birthday. Salads are $26. I'm assuming it's your birthday, just going out on a limb here, but thank you so much for the $2. Nothing like getting a super chat from somebody celebrating their birthday. I did absolutely nothing to deserve that, but thank you, Salazar. Sorry, I am contractually obligated not to go into Graffiti Alley just yet. We have to wait till someone goes on their lunch break. Open case of that scammer Logan Paul's Prime. Bill Chow, I had one. I would always book the same person, but then they went overseas and I ended up switching to someone else, and that someone else was busy. So I don't know, I guess I'm a bit of an SLUT when it comes to who's cutting my hair. I'm sad this got covered up. They took something that was really cool and they turned it into a giant tag. Sometimes that happens here. Michael asking me what made me become a baseball cap guy. It was actually the hot sun in Thailand. I found myself out not putting sunscreen on. It was like, let's get a hat. Also, it helps in the morning when I want to go out and I have horrible bedhead. I can just throw the cap on. It covers that right up. This would be a good spot to have the wide angle lens on the camera. Where is this exactly? Just go into Google Maps and type Graffiti Alley. There used to be like a swing right in here that was quite popular in this area. Occasionally people would break in and get a picture of themselves swinging on it. That looks like it used to be a phone booth. like an astronaut on the can. Someone's love letter. Caps are great for bad hair days. For me, if my hair is cut short enough, I don't really have bad hair days, but as soon as it starts getting a little long, another cool piece of art covered up by what looks like a glorified tag. Ooh, it's really colorful in this spot. Hey, Peter says the TTC has bad fair days. The TTC has bad everything days lately. I was just trying to get home last night and ended up recording a TTC disaster video. Shuttle buses are on the way, except that they're not. They closed down the subway between Eglinton and King due to a trespasser. Eglinton to King, that is such an enormous span. Oh, set to here is the Waterworks Food Hall. I was there last night. You can look for that in an upcoming video. I do like how this new building has gotten into the spirit. Well, it looks like we might not get through this. I could probably squeeze by that. Not too worried. That truck isn't moving. I thought it might have been like a garbage truck or something. I don't know why.
Be a fucking hero. That's right. Nobody believes something.
Well, I'm moving. Am I getting hurt?
Andre, I found 2 pens under my seat.
Smells like French fries. And we have emerged back onto Queen Street. So long, Graffiti Alley. There's the Velvet Underground. July 15th, the Dangerous Summer. 19th, the Greeting Committee. Jelly Bean making an iced coffee and not sending your life savings to Starbucks. Just admit it, you've invested in Starbucks. Peter Bradfield, $1.99. You have to wait for Stumble Streams for the phone. Peter Bradfield, thank you so much for the $1.99. Much appreciated, Peter. Thank you very much. And thank you for tuning in. We have crossed the hour mark. Some might say 1 hour of me is an hour too much, and I would certainly not disagree with that. Pour the Starbucks coffee into a cup of ice. The Bovine Sex Club has been there forever. Coming the Food Alley. Can we see in there? Does it look like a food alley? How did the mushroom places not get raided? I don't know. You could probably run through 100 consecutive red lights and not get a ticket. So I have a feeling those places are pretty low on the priority totem pole. Arjot says the Raptors are playing on Saturday. It's July. Too early for that. We are going west on the south side of Queen West. There's a streetcar turning onto Queen as a 511 northbound Bathurst goes by. Wax Bar Fuzz. It's got a very French vibe to it, New Orleans. The Kettle. Indian Canadian food. What's the final destination? Stay tuned and find out. Fly e-bikes, Toronto. I don't know, those are really pushing the limits of what an e-bike is. England or Spain? Well, seeing as Spain has been the best team all tournament, I think the only natural answer is England will pull a goal out of their ass in the 90th minute and win it. That's kind of been their style. And I think Colombia will take Argentina. Those are my official predictions. And we're at Palmerston, the south end. Franken Oak, Jimmy's Coffee. Jimmy! I know it's Timmy. I miss when this place was a pool hall called RAQ, R-A-Q. And this was a Nando's Chicken. Tragically Hip cover coming up.
But that's when the hornets stung me. And I had a
I'm sure I'll go home to a "this stream has been demonetized." We picked up 8 seconds of a guy covering a Tragically Hip song. Let's see, neat looking Thai restaurant. I see juliesa.com on everything. She's quite the prolific realtor. I'm ahead by a decade. So we are in West Queen West. Tragically copyrighted. It's the iconic silver snail. Not in their original location. Those comic book stores and record shops tend to bounce around a lot. Coal miner's daughter. Now, Douglas, that just means you lose the ad revenue. That's why often when you see live streamers around any type of music, they try to cover it up or talk over it or just mute or get away quickly. You can always carve it back out of the stream after. One of the problems with that is then you lose the live chat replay. A very British looking place. Timmy Doggy Outfitters. For people with way too much money to spend on their pets. Nice day today, says Digital Blade CA. Indeed. It's quite pleasant. Nice breeze.
$150. What you did?
Sun isn't directly bearing down on me. Colombian specialty store. That is neat. They must be excited for their team. I'm sure someone's like, oh yeah, I'm sure. Just go ahead and assume everyone from our country is a soccer fan. Alright, I'm getting kind of hungry and thirsty. It's the White Squirrel Coffee Shop. I don't know if there's been any Trinity Bellwoods White Squirrel sightings in a while. That's Bellwoods Park. Matty's Patties. Should we get a Matty's Patties? And eat out here? Is it too early for this? Tables are for Matty's Patties customers only. Let's take a look. Hi. Can I get a single cheeseburger combo? What do you recommend?
So we have minus spicy sauce, we have minus spicy ketchup. The most popular one is Matty sauce.
Alright, we'll do that.
So would you like fries with that?
It's okay. We'll just do a burger. It's burger and a drink, right?
Oh, it's fries and put it in the combo.
Oh yeah, the combo's everything. Okay, yeah.
Good. And what would you like to drink?
Just a Diet Coke.
A Diet Coke. Is it already ready to go?
I'll eat it outside actually.
Can I grab a name?
John?
Oh, some 1950s.
Do you know how long that'll be roughly?
It should be pretty quick.
Okay, I'll just wait outside and.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh, thank you. There we go. Sorry guys, I was getting way too hungry. Joy Bean says they don't have an app named Johnny Cakes. Chef Mario Cook says diet, come on. At least we get a beautiful view of Queen Street. What do you guys want to do? Look at the street, the sidewalk, or the street? I think the road might be a little more interesting. Marty says come to the beach. More bums at the Jays outfield. What did I get? We got a burger combo. I'm going out for like wings and beer tonight, so I don't know if this was the best idea. Sorry guys for the midstream siesta. If you are watching the replay, you could probably just fast forward to after when I'm done eating. I'm just gonna go take a peek on the food. Doesn't look like it's ready yet. Jelly Bean says Matty's Patties is expensive. I've always wanted to try it, and I had it in my mind. If I saw like a patio outside where I could set up, I might do it for lunch. So that is what we're doing. much needed. Plush Mickey says, wanted to see you eat it too. Oh, this will be quick. I'm gonna see if the food is ready. Nope, she was giving it to an Uber Eats driver. Be careful, it can continue, it might stream snipe me. Not too worried about that. We were supposed to do a collab, but we were never able to get together to make it happen. Larry Rip says, good summer to you, best month of July, thank you. Alright, Marty Wasaga. Gertej getting hungry too. Well, hopefully it won't be too much longer. Ken sniped. Lane McLeod paid about $18, including a tip for a sandwich for lunch. But it was a very nice sandwich. This was 18 bucks for the combo, which is kind of nuts. But that's what things cost these days. Gertej will go to Mandarin tomorrow night. Edward says, watching the live stream from the subway in Paris. I was in Paris a year ago. We're gearing up for the Olympics. So we are on Queen Street West, right across the street from Trinity Bellwoods Park, waiting on my food, which I will gobble down. I'm gonna go do another peek. Sorry guys, I didn't know it would take so long. We are still waiting. Brad Palmer in the house. Greetings, Brad. Thanks for tuning in, Brad. Just an FYI, there will be no Sunday night stumbles this weekend or on the following weekend. Evan, 30 bucks. Lunch is on me, Johnny. You deserve it. Thank you for making such great content and putting smiles on all of our faces every day. Evan, holy shit. Thank you so much. Thank you, Evan. I was just getting to the point where I was either going to have to end the stream and get some food or get some food on the stream. I didn't plan this very smartly. But thank you, Evan. When did I order? Let me see. Did I get a notice from TD? 9 minutes ago. I guess that's not too bad, but she did say it would be pretty quick. But thank you so much, Evan. You're very welcome. Yes, I just said thank you, and you're welcome at once. Ellen says, nice chats happen over lunch. Yep. Oh, thank you. Oh, they brought the food out. Awesome. All right, so our first look at Matty's Patties. Interesting, like a smash burger style. Why's my gimbal stuck? Robert Parker has gifted 1 membership. Sir Bob Loblaws. Thank you, Robert Parker, for gifting the membership. And Sir Bob Loblaws, welcome to channel membership. Let's what we're working with here. A little stingy on the ketchup packets, but that'll do. Today's estimated eating time will be about 6 minutes. Alright, I don't normally do the mukbang thing, but I will. There we go. The first taste of Matty's Patties. Mmm. Matty's sesame seeds all over the place. That was quite good. It's like a smash burger style with really, really crispy bread. It's interesting. No ketchup. Check out the French fries. Plush Mickey says it looks good. Is it? It is quite good. I think I'll be back here at some point. I'm a fan. Evan loves the fact that the bun has sesame seeds. Oh, this lunch was courtesy of Evan. Thank you so much for the super chat, Evan. I'll give you guys a better view than just me eating food. Jelly bean, $5 for mukbang. I guess since you sent the super chat. I will awkwardly do some mukbang. Thank you, Jelly Bean. I'll be making quick work of this burger. Bill Chow says not much food for $18. You prefer Mandarin buffet? I think that is literally an apples to oranges comparison. But I do agree it is kind of pricey for what it is, but really you're not getting a burger anywhere without paying that much these days. Even if you go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac combo, it's going to be in the same neighborhood. We are almost done. Probably not going to finish it. The bag just blew away. I gotta go get that. Give me a second. Scarf these fries down. See, it says the fries look delicious. They're pretty good. I might save these. I might put these in my backpack actually. Have a snack for later. Cam says please don't throw away your fries. Just 1 minute and we'll get moving. I'm just gonna eat a few more fries here. I'm gonna put those fries into my backpack. And we are done. Thank you so much, Evan, for treating that lunch. I still got my Diet Coke in hand. I always have that my forgetting something moment whenever I leave a place. Got both of my phones, my wallet, my keys. We good? Sorry about the little lunchtime siesta. Poor planning on my part. But those fries were pretty damn good, actually. And the burger was really good. And I think it was still cheaper than Shake Shack would have been. Vivian says, thanks, Johnny. You just had a solid toasted bacon and tomato. That sounds pretty good, and certainly probably healthier than what I had. And thank you to Vivian, Sheena, and Marge for their good work modding the stream. It is always appreciated. I'll have to send Vivian a pack of CEO cookies. There goes a 501 Queen Street car going to the Dufferin Gate. I'm not sure what I'll do with those fries. It just seemed like too much to throw them away. I'm not really a leftovers person, though. So I might just be carrying them around with me just to toss them in the bin when I get home. We'll see. This is Shaw Street coming up. I need to make my way up to Little Italy to get something. Toronto says old fries are great in an omelet. That never would have occurred to me. Andy says give them to the seagulls. Here's a public park, shamelessly named the TD Commons. Thank you again, Evan. That was absolutely delicious. Cam says, is it bike related? I don't know, I forget. Forget. Espero, indeed. This is one of the big Cam H facilities, our former psychiatric hospital used to be. I just need to send a message here. Oh, I didn't realize the camera was pointing up. Sorry, guys. Here's my sesame covered phone screen. Full of Matty's Patties sesame seeds. Elliot says I'm down the street from where you work. Jelly Bean says bagel seeds are worse. Alright, we're gonna head up Ossington to Little Italy, I think. Unless you have a better idea. Oh, Jelly Bean, no, I will not be getting Craig's cookies. I'm already going out for wings and beer for a buddy's birthday tonight. I'm over my quota on eating shite. What age is my buddy turning? He's a year younger than me. Look at that place, Hobbiesville. They've got like arcade machines in there, couches. Looks pretty chill. On some old maps of Toronto, it's labeled Lunatic Asylum. Yeah, people used to call it the Loony Bin. Edward Fitzpatrick, €5 for the beer fund, for a beer fund contribution. Sending that all the way from Paris. Thank you, Edward Fitzpatrick, so much for the €5. I will turn that €5 into liquid tonight. Thank you so much, Edward.
I don't think sometimes the technology works.
It's like a little slice of Europe in Toronto right here. This is such a pleasant street to stroll on. G. Michael. Hi, Johnny. I just returned from a long weekend. 5 days of bike riding in Toronto. Best city for cycling you've ever ridden in. My channel helped you to learn the city so you didn't spend half of your time lost. G. Michael. Holy cow. $50. Thank you so much. And I am so glad you enjoyed biking in our city. If you thought Toronto was good, you're going to have to check out Montreal. They kind of do it a little bit better than us. But thank you so much, G. Michael. That is really, really appreciated. I'm glad you found some value in some of the videos I posted in terms of helping you get around. I definitely need to get out on two wheels more often. Just reading some of your messages. There's the Forget Me Not Cafe on the left. This would have been a nice street to grab something on a patio at. But it's hard to argue with Queen Street. Papo Chulos Mexicana. We are at Argyle Street on Ossington Avenue, just north of Queen West. Funky Child says Ossington is the nicest street. It's certainly up there. And there's the Golden Turtle. You get some delicious beef noodle soup over there. I haven't been there in a while, but it used to be my favorite place for that. Glad to see it's still around. There's Bellwood's Brewery on the left. And Edward Fitzpatrick mentioned he was on the subway in Paris not too long ago. Well, this restaurant is Paris. Or perhaps Paris, I have no idea. Pretty sure I've heard it pronounced both ways. Bobby Sue's Mac and Cheese. Best mac and cheese in the city. I like how they put on Foxley around the corner from Ideal Coffee when it's literally right there. You can see it from that sign. All they need to do is say, follow the arrow, dummy. Grit and grace. That's true. Novell Cost. I'm going to open up a restaurant called Halifax. That'll be 3 times as good as going to the real thing. And we went by the Silver Snail earlier, a popular comic shop that's relocated. Here's Rotate This. They've had to move around. Bodega Cannabis Dispensary. It's a mother-in-law's tongue. Right next to a rubber tree plant. John Barrientos says great weather, nice walk. Well, I think the weather, seeing as we're in the middle of July, is really, really nice. Beautiful day to be out. If you have the opportunity to do so today and you're in the city, I would say get up and get out. All right, that is that for the so-called cool part of Ossington. Marcus says no plants. I remember I was live streaming and Liam tagged along and he offered to carry a plant. So we're heading up to College Street. You're newer to the stream. We started at Dundas Square, went down Victoria Street to Richmond. Then I went west over to Graffiti Alley, went along that for a bit. Went up to Queen Street, started going west from there. Stopped at Matty's Patties. I had a cheeseburger combo for lunch, and we came over to Ossington, and now we're going north. What are you doing? Hello? Jesus Christ. I thought that lady stopped. I thought for sure she saw me. Like, she went up to the intersection there. She stopped at the stop sign. I'm like, okay, she sees me. I started crossing. And then she just started going without looking at all. What a piece of work. I wish I kept my camera pointing in that direction. I mean, I always anticipate some moron doing that. Yeah, Clayton, I'm okay. Look at this cute street. I should have fell down and grabbed my knee. What am I, an Argentinian national soccer player? I think they practice rolling around on the ground more than they do playing soccer. for getting up to college. Jellybean says the Euros are a more physical game. I'll tell you what the Euros are. They're a more boring game. They've been playing Park the Bus and Wait It Out. That's why I want Colombia and Spain to win. They're a lot more exciting, both of those teams. Robert says, did I happen to catch that license plate number? It might be on camera. I don't know. The police won't do anything. Hello, college. So we're going to be going west here. Evan says, add them to the bad drivers on Reddit. I guess I could. We'll see. Certainly a possibility. I'm not sure how much of that the camera picked up. Sweet Caroline, yes. We're going east on the south side of college. We're in Little Italy now. I was here a few months back on a stream. Tiana says, school makes you tired? I was kind of a bare minimum kind of student. It got me a B. That was all the effort required. We're at Shaw Street. Urtaj went to see the WWE at Scotiabank Arena over the weekend. And they must have broadcast some clips from Toronto, because I got hit with a bunch of copyrights from WWE over some stock footage that I had licensed. They must have licensed the same thing. I've disputed those claims. I'm waiting to see what's happening. It was probably an automated process that did it, but it's still shitty that they're abusing their power like that. Oh well, since I know I'm in the right, if they don't resolve it, I'll push it to legal action, I guess. I can take on the WWE, right? That Mazda not signaling. I don't know why this white car was honking. Jelly bean. I'll get back to you on that. Not yet. Last time you ordered one on College, it was like 10 miles away. I gotta see if there is something ready for pickup, which might mean the end of the stream. Kiss My Pans, a little piece of Singapore in a cheese shop. We've hit some really nice neighborhoods on this. Andy Wood says some gummies. That is not it. Streetcar honk. Mike Landry, $3. Hello, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Mike Landry. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Hope you're keeping well, Mike. Ooh. Almost an accident over there. So we're at Gray Street. I'm going to cross here, but we're going to have to wait for the next light cycle. All right, Robin, take care. Thanks for dropping in. We're at 133 minutes of streaming. Waiting for the light. What a long ass light cycle this is. There we go, 10 seconds. Sir blah 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 says that's like 7 hours. Kind of, in streamer time it is. Seven hours in streamer time. So I've just got to pop into a store here. This may or may not lead to the end of the stream. You probably could have guessed where I'm going. Oh, there, busy. Is Rohit or Emerson or is Rohit, Emerson or Par here? Yeah, I'm supposed to pick up a bike. Yeah, that's me. Okay, I'll just be right in front. Ooh. Instead of jamming, Johnny B stream it on, says Peter Bradfield. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for the $1.99. I've never been here when it's so busy before. But it is packed. New bike, yeah. So if they're able to help me, I'm gonna end the stream and ride home. And I'm gonna try to record a video on the bike tomorrow. This might be it. I think this is it. This little folding bike. Looks pretty awesome to me. Cam says I knew it, bike stuff. Marcus says, what color? Look at that. It folds right up. That is something I need with all my limited space. Do I still ride my brother's bike? I have to get pedals for it still. I'm way behind on... I haven't got my Move and Pulse out yet. And they're hooking me up with a new bike already. You know what, guys? It's going to be a wait. So I think I'm going to sign off now. And we're going to end the stream. I'm going to get this new bike and ride home. Your number is 500, survey number 6. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods, Vivian, Sheena, Marge. I want to thank everyone who sent support. Patreon members. We got a new channel member this stream. Thank you for the gift for that one. Epic Nation HD for a cold one and a snack. Keep up the good work. Johnny. Liam, thank you so much for the $10. I saw you last on the street, or maybe not last, but somewhat recently you joined up with me here. Thank you, Liam. Epic Nation HD. I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful Thursday afternoon. I might not be streaming again from Toronto for a while, but if I do, it'll probably be tomorrow night. But I'm gonna sign off, guys. So thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.